Nate the Great and the Halloween Hunt. My name is Nate the Great. I am a detective. Tonight I got into trouble. Tonight I was locked in the haunted house with my dog Sludge. I was in big trouble. There were no pancakes here. I was on a case, a Halloween case. I started about an hour ago. My dog Sludge and I were looking out our window. We were waiting for witches and clowns and Draculas and princesses to ring our doorbell. Suddenly, I heard the scratch on the door. A last scratch. I went to the door. I opened it. Someone was standing there in a long dress, a bonnet, and shawl. It was Little Red Riding Hood's grandmother carrying a trick-or-treat bag in her big teeth. The grandmother was Anna's dog fan. Anita Gray did not think that Halloween was a scary holiday until now. Where's Annie? I asked him. Does she know you're alone on Halloween? I did not wait for an answer. I dropped some treats into Frank's bag. He wagged his tail and went down the walk. I closed the door behind him. Slush crawled out from under a chair. I said to him, "Be brave on Halloween. We do not believe in ghosts or goblins or grandmothers with big teeth." Slush ran back to the window. The doorbell rang. I opened the door. Annie and Rosamond were outside. They were both dressed as Little Red Riding Hood, and they were each carrying a basket covered with a red cloth. Your grandmother was just here. I said to both of them. I know it, Annie says. This is Van's first year alone on Halloween. I put some treats in his bag, I said. And now I'll give you some for your baskets. My basket is already heavy with treats, Rosamond said. I can't carry any more. Mine isn't full yet, Rosamond said. She lifted the napkin from her basket, and I dropped some treats inside. I am finished with trick or treating. Treating, Rosamond says. I came here to ask for your help. What kind of help? One of my cat's little hats is missing, Rosamond says. He hates Halloween. Every year he tries to hide, but this year I can't find him. Where are you? Other three cats, I asked. Perhaps Little House is with them. Oh no, Rosamond says. Every Halloween, Super House, Big House, and Plain House go to the old haunted house on the next street and help to hunt it. But Little House is too scared, so he hides. Wait until tomorrow, I says. Halloween will be over, and Little House will come out of his hiding place. But he might be really lost, Rosamond says. I'm so worried. I can't eat any of my treats. Please help me. Very well. Nick the Grey will take your case. Tell me, when was the last time you saw Little House? He was following Annie and me, Rosamond says. Where did you go tonight? I asked. First, I put on my costume, Rosamond says. And then I went to Annie's house. Little House followed me there. And then what? Annie finished dressed up Frank. And she sent him on his way. Then Annie and I went to Klaus' house. He gave us some cookies. We put them in our basket. Next, we went to Esmeralda's house. She gave us her special Halloween biscuits. Was Little House still following you? Yes, Rosamond asked. Then Esmeralda asked Annie and me to help her get into her gorilla costume. So Annie and I stepped into her house, and Little House did too. Annie and I helped Esmeralda become a gorilla. The three of us started to leave Esmeralda's house. And that was when I noticed the little house was gone. Then he is probably still in Esmeralda's house. I said, no, we looked around in her house and he says, was Esmeralda's door open or closed while you were helping her with her costume? I asked. Open, and he says the little house probably escaped outside. I says, it is hard to find a little black cat in the dark. But I will go out and hunt for him. Oh, thank you, Rosamond says. I will go home and wait for you to bring him back. Rosamond and Annie laughed. I wrote a note to my mother. I got a flashlight. Slush and I went into the night. I said to Paris ahead of us. Excuse me, I said, have you seen Rosamond's cat, Little Hacks? The pirates turned around. They were Finley and Pip. We have just started on our road, Finley says, and all we've seen was the dancing artichokes and a robot. Slush and I walked up and down the street. We saw more pirates, the monster and kings and artichokes. But we did not see Little House. Where could he be? What would a scary cat do on Halloween? I asked the Slush. Then I had an idea. Perhaps Little House wasn't scary anymore. Perhaps I should be looking for a brave cat and not a scared one. Perhaps this year, Little House is learning how to hunt. I said to Slush, an 8th grade don't believe in haunted houses, but we must go to their only one, old one to hunt for Little House. Slush did not look happy, but we walked to the old house. It looked haunted. It looked like every ghost who had ever hunted anything was hunting this house on this night. Slush and I crept up the front step. They creaked. I knew they would. I knocked on the door. It creaked. I knew it would. I opened the door. It squeaked. I knew it would. I stepped into the house. Slunk in. Called out, Super House, Big House, Planet, Little House, Any House. Are you here? So you have 1 minute to show your faces. The Slush and I are leaving. I started to count the tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, slam! The door shut behind us. I tried to open it. It was stuck. There must be another door, I said to Slush. I flashed my flashlight around. I saw cobwebs and old furniture straps with white sheets. I heard clinking and clanking and shrinking. Is that you, Cass? I asked. I saw 3 pairs of eyes glowing at me in the dark. Cass eyes. They belonged to Super House, Big House, and Planets. Then they disappeared. I flashed my flashlight all over the house. The three cats were gone, but how did they get out of the house? How could Sludge and I get out? I heard more clink and clank and shrink. The cat had left, so what was making those ghostly noises? I need the brain now will live in haunted houses. We had to get out of here. I found another door. It was locked. I tried the window. It was locked. There must be a way out, I thought. The cat's gone in and out. The cat got in and got out. I kept looking. Just then, in front of me, I saw a ghost. I don't believe in ghosts. So how could I see one? But it was creeping toward me, dressed in a red shirt, and suddenly I knew. I had solved the case. Little House must be under the sheet. Learning how to hunt. I left the sheet. Sludge was huddled under it. He was hiding. I unwrapped him. He led me to another door. A room. He found the hole. It was small, but he dug it, making it bigger. It was big enough for us to crawl into. It led to the outside. We were free. Good work, Sludge, I asked. We worked down the street. Anyway from the house. We were happy to do that. Little House was not in the haunted house, I said. We were back to looking for a scared cat. Did I have any clues? Pancakes helped me think. Bones helped Sludge think. We went home, we ate. I thought back. The last time Rosamond said Little House was when he followed her into Esmeralda's house. Then he was gone. Esmeralda and Annie and Rosamond had searched Esmeralda's house, but they could not find Little House, so he must have gone out into the night alone. But why would he do that when he was scared of Halloween? Sludge was scared of Halloween too. He had hidden under a chair in my house and under a sheet in the haunted house. Perhaps Little House was hiding under something, but where? We must go. We must go where Little House is less thin, I said. Sludge and I went to Esmeralda's house. She was there, eating from her bag of treats. I'm looking for Little House, I said. He isn't here, Esmeralda says. Rosamond and Annie and I looked all over this house. When some of my treats, my bag was too heavy to carry around. I stared at Esmeralda's treats. Suddenly, I remembered something. I remembered lots of things. I remember clothes. I have no time for treats, I said. I must go to Rosamond's house right away. Sludge and I rushed to Rosamond's house. She was lying on a sofa. She was still wearing her little red riding hood costume. She looked stranger than in it. Rosamond looked strange in everything. She was just I was just at Esmeralda's house, I said. She was eating some of her treats. I'm still not hungry, Rosamond said, pointing to her covered basket on the table. I'm so sad to eat. I think I know where Little House is. I asked, where is he? Rosamond clutched her red clock. I need the gray walked over to Rosamond's basket. I lifted up the red cloth that was on top of it. And there was Little House, fast asleep in the basket. It's Little House, Rosamond cried. Yes, I said. I need the gray say that You've been carrying him around ever since you left Esmeralda's house. I have. Yes, you. I have. Yes, you. He must have crawled into your basket at Esmeralda's house while you and Annie was busy helping Esmeralda become a gorilla. But how could he fit inside? Rosamond asked. Where are you? Where are the tricks are correct? There are a few left in the basket, I said. Little House probably ate most of them and took their place under the napkin and hid there. Slush hid under a chair and a sheet tonight. When you're scared, you might hide under something. Slush gave me the clue twice. Rosamond stroked Little House. But how did you know that Little House was hiding in my basket? I asked. He could have been hiding anywhere. You gave me the clue. I said. You told me that you and Annie started together, doing trick or treat. When you got to my house, Annie had room in her basket for treats, but you thought your basket was too heavy. How could how come your basket was heavier than Annie's? They should have been the same because you both went to the same places. I need to say that your basket was full of Little House and he was full of your treats. No wonder it was heavy. I'm so happy I have Little House back, Rosamond says. Let's have a Halloween party to celebrate. I'll go outside and visit everybody I see, including your grandmother with the big teeth, I asked. Sure, Rosamond says. Frank probably correct more tricks than everyone. I believe that, I said. But I will never be hungry enough to take the food from Frank's Fangs. Sludge and I laughed. The case was over. Halloween was almost over. No more hunting, no more hunting. Hunting. What had caused all the clanking and clanking and shrinking? In that old haunted house. I would never know. I need to Gray say that some mysteries are better left unsolved.